Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today this video is going to be slightly different to my usual videos, which tend to be edits now, but basically I'm going to be reading one of my Wattpad fanfictions, which is called Tony Stark X Injured Reader. Now this is from a book series I've been doing where every chapter is X a different Avenger. Just want to say I've worked really hard on these, and I'm really sorry if they don't make total sense. After all, I am dyslexic, but I spent loads of time writing these, so I really hope you enjoy. I just quickly want to say before we get into it that I'm on a limited time schedule, if that's why I'm speaking kind of quickly, but also these stories do not correlate with the Marvel Universe. So they are set in the Marvel Universe, but they do not, they're not on a specific timeline. So it's not before Endgame, it's not after Endgame, it's like just not on a timeline. Also, I just want to point out that some things might not be right because they've either been edited to fit in the story, or I haven't watched all of the Avenger movies or the Marvel movies. Next one I need to watch is Captain America Winter Soldier, because I'm watching them in order of the events that happened and not the dates they were released. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'll try to leave my Wattpad down below. I'm also not at home, so I don't have internet a lot, so I don't know when this will be posted. I'm also sorry if you can hear background noise. It is raining, which is really annoying, and I did not anticipate it raining when I was trying to record. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I'm really excited, so yeah, let's start. It was like any other night. You were walking down the busy streets of Midtown Manhattan, holding an umbrella high over your head to shield yourself from a thick and heavy rain. However, this peaceful night did not last long, as suddenly an ear-piercing scream echoed throughout the streets, and immediately people started abandoning the nearby shops and started running. Soon, what seemed like a huge chunk of metal flew down the street, which he soon recognized as Iron Man, followed by at least 6 police cars trying to protect the civilians from harm. As the fight went on, it grew more and more intense, until the huge ugly beast that Iron Man was fighting threw one of the police cars directly at you. "Move!" Iron Man screamed with a desperation in his voice. But in this moment, you couldn't move. Not even an inch. The only thing you could do was shield your head and wait for impact. Luckily, a blast from Iron Man's suit came, slowing down the car so it didn't hit you. However, you were now trapped between the car and the wall of a building. As you opened your eyes, you felt a sharp pain in your arm and saw that it was bleeding and some glass was in it. Soon after the battle was fought and won. You could hear loud, hot jets coming towards you. "Are you okay?" Iron Man said as he pulled the car away and revealed his face. I'm fine, I think," you said, holding your now bleeding arm. "Well, you don't look fine. For starters, you're bleeding and—" "No, really, I'm fine," you said, cutting off Tony and trying to dull down the fact that you were in pain. "I mean, what were you meant to do? This was Tony Stark. You didn't even want to put him down, if that was even possible." "Come on," Tony said, helping you up before picking you up bridal style. "What are you doing?" you questioned with a concerned look in your eyes. "I'm taking you to Stark Towers to get you cleaned up, and I'm not taking no for an answer," Tony replied. "Hold on," Tony said as his rocket started up, and before you knew it you were flying down the streets of Manhattan with the lights of the city twinkling and dancing below you, and before you knew it you were soon at Stark Towers. "Jarvis, open the door," Tony said as he carried you into the apartment and gently placed you down on the couch. "Off," Tony soon demanded as his suit disappeared into 2 small bracelets. "Right. Now that's sorted, we can take care of that arm of yours." You released a small smile as Tony walked over to the drawer and pulled out a first aid kit before walking back over to you and sitting down on the couch. Tony took your arm and looked at it for a few seconds. "It doesn't look too bad. I can fix it. Don't worry." Tony said with a big smile as he started to clean the wound. This is gonna hurt a little bit, he said before pulling small bits of glass out of your arm as you whimpered. There, all done. My, weren't you brave, Tony said as he wrapped bandages around your arm. Thank you, you say with a slight tear in your eye from the pain. Would you like a drink? Sorry, I don't think I ever asked your name, Tony said with a confused look on his face. It's your name, and yes, I would love a drink, you said with a smile. As Tony was making cups of hot cocoa, it started to rain again, and you could hear every raindrop hit the roof. Whilst you were waiting for your drink, you looked over to the table at some plans for a new weapon to be installed on Tony's suit. Mr. Stark? You don't need to call me Mr. Stark. Call me Tony, he replied as he brought over the 2 cups of hot cocoa. Oh, okay. Tony, I'm sorry if I'm intruding on your privacy. However, I noticed that a few of your calculations were out, you said as you pointed at the blueprints. Tony peered at you before looking down at the blueprints. Then after a second or two, he looked back up at you, and you began to feel tense, like you had overstayed your welcome or something. Oh, that's why it didn't work. I must have been drinking, Tony said, laughing. You were indeed, Jarvis said, butting into the conversation, and the 2 of you burst out laughing. After a while of you both talking and laughing, you'd totally forgotten about the pain in your arm, and felt as if you had known Tony since you were little kids. Okay, but seriously, how did you know my calculations were out? Most people I talk to don't even understand them, Tony questioned. Well, you see, I always wanted to be an inventor, to make inventions that help the people of this world. However, when I was in school, my parents said that it would never be a stable job, and that I should go into something like an office job, so they never let me study it. However, I still studied it from any book I could get my hands on, you explained. Well, if you're that passionate, why don't you come back here another time and show me what you can do? Wait, really? You said with an excited look on your face, almost like a kid's face on Christmas. Of course, Tony replied. Sorry, it's just I've never been in a proper workshop before, so this is really exciting for me, you said with a face full of glee. Then, out of pure excitement, you threw yourself over Tony for a hug. However, then you pulled back. Sorry, I should have asked first. No, it's fine, he said. Tony smiled at you, and you looked straight back into his eyes, and before you realized it, your faces were getting closer and closer, until finally you kissed. So, that's the end. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Also, let me know down below in the comments whether you want me to do this with more characters, which characters to do it with, and what situation they'd be in. Also, let me know if you want me to do this but with any other fandom, like any other show. As always, I will try and link my Wattpad down below, and please hit that big thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel, and if you're feeling generous, if you want to, press the big red subscribe button. It really helps me to create content, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!